Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now, folks? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 78, NASDAQ up 25, S&P's up 10, gold contract down up $13, trading out at $1,685 an ounce. Silver up 80 cents at $33.54 an ounce. Platinum up 15 bucks at $1,630 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $1.48, not backing off, at $106.17. A barrel. Bonds down 17 ticks at $142.29. King dollar down 16 ticks, trading out at 79.76. Euro up 34 at 131.47, and the yen up 26 at 81.16. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so we're going to go right back to the highs out here. The reason being, folks, on the 29th, we had the high out there of the S&P 1378. We go from 1378, we come downtown to 1340. How we got down there? Well, the high, of course, had no volume. Yesterday, when we were coming downtown, volume expanded slightly, still light volume. But in that context, what you have is this. Yesterday, we come down with 877 million. Today, you go up with 799 million. And what I expect you have here is an ABC structure on the way down to 38.A to B. And what happens with an ABC structure, in this case, we're down on volume. You're going back up on lighter volume. I expect you to come back down on volume. We'll see whether we cross the B point, which is the low of yesterday with volume. That's the way all the indices are setting up right now. That's your S&P. We go over to the Dow Industrials. The Dow set up about a 320-point ABC structure on the way down. The way that little baby set up, same type of setup. You have the high that's out here, the high that was generated the same day in the 29th. That high was the 13,005. You get down to 12,734. You know, we'll see how she tries to get back into the Dow right now at 12,837. What's game is 12,929. So that's, that's another 90 points it can go. Composite, NASDAQ composite. What the composite did is this. Now, what has happened is this, which is pretty neat. Well, let me go through the composite first. The composite was up 25 bucks today, did 1.5 billion versus on the way down, we came down yesterday, it was 1.88, 1.87. So that's all also setting up the B to C of an ABC structure on the way down. Now, this is a 100-point ABC structure on the way down, so it's a big one. What the composite also did was that she was running into, we gapped down on the composite yesterday. She was running to the top of that gap. The top of that gap was 20. Watch this. This is pretty amazing, folks. So when we closed on Monday, we closed at 29.50. That low of Monday was 29.40.52. Well, where do you think we went to today, folks, when we tried to get up? 29.40.28. Pretty amazing. You know, 12/100ths of a point away from just hitting the bottom of it. Bottom line, you get a 100-point ABC structure on the way down. So it's going to get, let's see. So it's, we get 2 more days to get this thing going. dollar index. Let's go over to the dollar index. What you had with the dollar index out here today, you talk about up, down, and all around. It had it all, folks. It absolutely had it all. Dollar ended up being flat. They drove it down to 79.64. Closed out this session at 79.75. What the dollar's doing is building cause to break the 80.24 level. That's last sign of strength, and I suspect we're going to go all the way up to this 82.04 level. Gold contract. We take a look at gold. Well, we had it with gold out here today. There she is. Gold contract, we traded up 13 bucks. You had 137,000 contracts, and this also is setting up an ABC down. Okay, so this is a monster. This one here. This could be. Yeah, the way gold's set up right now, it wants to come into the bottom of the consolidation, which when you're talking gold, you're talking coming into like about the 1565 to 1535. Your A to B leg is 1792 to 1663, so you get 130 A to B structure on the way down. You know, we'll see what kind of counter trend bounce. Today it didn't have anything in it. Yesterday we came down at 237,000 contracts. You're up today on 137, 100,000 short. What you also have that is just monster resistance on the way up is the low of last week, which was 1688. We had come down last week, folks, on 340,000 contracts. Okay? Big problem. Bonds. Let's go look at the bond market. What we had out here with bonds right here, trading at the 142.29. Now, that backed off with dramatically lighter volume. The bonds are still on track to, number one, go test the 146 to 147, the 30-year. We take that out with volume. That is going to be one heck of an ABC structure on the way up. And that price point, if in fact we take that out with volume, will get you up there to the 160 area. Okay, let's go to good old Apple. What did Apple do out here today? Well, it had its big, debut of the iPad 3. And bottom line is that I guess they got more pixels on it. It didn't do much to the stock. The stock was up, down, all around. Ended up being flat. Stock was flat. Stock still trading out at 530.69. And the way the stock is right now, this is the second time that we'd come down with volume, meaning Monday and Tuesday. But this little baby right here still wants to punch into the highs again. So you got to remember what Apple did is this, folks. When Apple came down yesterday, we got down to a price point of $516. That $516, all it was doing is going into the signs of strength that it had, even though it dropped dramatically on February 15th. It's going to be hard to break that. I suspect it will break it at some point, but it's going to take more force on the way down in order to break that out. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of the high-volume stocks you had out here today. Pandora, that little baby got hit. That was down $3.40. You had Valero Energy up 183. You had Ford Motor up 15 cents. Lowe's was up 103. You had Oracle up 28. General Electric was up 35. Citigroup was up 112. Let's go over to J.P. Morgan Chase and see what these banks are looking like. So you get J.P. Morgan. That's not bad. You went up on 22 million shares today. Yesterday, went down on 33. Not the end of the world. Bank of America. We take a look at Bank of America. Well, Bank of America had some juice. This is it. Bank of America's up 31 cents. She did 320 million shares. Bank of America is going to make a run for that high point again, which is 835. Citigroup. We go take a look at Citigroup out here. Yeah, Citigroup's weak. Citigroup is absolutely weak. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We had the Dow up 78. NASDAQ up 25. S&P's up 9. You had, let's see, the XLE, the energy sector, that was up 61. The XLF was up 18. We're going to be right back.